Right, in this video I'm going to show you how to tie a braided main line to a mono shock leader. The reason I'm doing it is because when I made the switch from mono to braid, I just transferred over all the knots that I previously used when tying shock leaders, and they didn't work. The braid just bit into the mono and it cut straight off. So I did a bit of research and found a good knot. A knot that hasn't let me down. I'm not sure what the knot's called. I'll have a look and I'll put it in the description. But basically, you make two separate knots, and the knots just butt up against each other, and that prevents the braid from cutting into the mono and prevents any snap-offs. I've got a lot of faith in the knot. It hasn't let me down yet, touch wood. The only drawback with it is that it's slightly bigger than your standard knot. But if you use a tapered shock leader, you can get it down to, you can get it pretty small. And I've never had any problems with it going through the eyes of the rod. Okay, so hopefully I can get some good shots and show you quite clearly how I tie it. Yeah, let's go. So here's the end result of the double uni knot. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to say that the braid is this yellow line. I'm not going to use braid because it's a bit too expensive. And the shock leader is this red line here. So what you want to do first is get a length of about 10 inches of your shock leader and lay it down, and again the same 10 inches of your braid and lay it just on top of it. Now all you need to do is choose one to start with. It doesn't matter which, you can pick either. So I'm going to choose the braid and I'm going to form a loop like that, and then with my left hand I'm going to pinch both the braid and the shock leader together. From there you're going to get a pinch on it, and then you're going to wrap this tag end around and through the loop. You can do this 5 or 6 times. I normally do about 5 times, so that's what we'll start with. Two, 3, 4, 5. So then you end up with something looking like this. You'll have a tag end down here. This line will be coming off to your shock leader, and your main line, your braid, is here. What you want to do when you get to this point is taking hold of the tag end and your main line. You will just pull until it goes tight. About this point here is when I normally put a bit of spit on the knot, and you don't want to make it too tight at this point. You want to get it to about that position. You can put that down now, and we will start on the other side. So you'll take your shock leader this time, and you'll make a loop again. And then this tag end of the shock leader will go around and up and through the loop. And again, you'll do this 5 or 6 times. I do it 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. So then you'll have your tag end and your line up here. What you do then is again pull putting a little bit of spit on it. Like that. So your knot should end up looking something like that. What you do then is you'll lubricate the whole thing, and then grabbing your left hand on the braid and your right hand on the shock leader, you'll slowly ease them two knots up against each other by just pulling. You'll give them a nice tug. And there is your finished knot. And like I said, the reason why this knot's so great for tying braid to mono is because the braid doesn't actually bite into the mono. These two knots just sit up against each other. So now I'll just trim off the tag end. Cut these nice and short. And there's the finished knot. Cool. Cheers.
You decide if you ever